Love Island USA is only 3 episodes in and feelings are being caught and kitties are purring. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's Nay. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Love Island USA Season 8 Episode 3. So if you haven't seen it yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on Episode 3, but of course I want to hear yours. So feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation and give this video a like and a hype before you go. So let's just jump right into this with Melanie and Sincere. Melanie is the jealous type, and I pretty much think we can all say that we saw that from the beginning. That moment in yesterday's episode where she was asking Sincere, oh, well, what did the bombshell have on? We all know that she was doing that because she was trying to gauge how much he was paying attention to the bombshell. Because if you remember what she was wearing, then that means you were paying attention enough to remember what she's wearing. Like, if you wasn't really looking at somebody and somebody say, what color was their shirt? You're not going to remember because most people's minds just don't register things like that. So she was trying to see how much he was paying attention. And then he also responded, oh, she kind of looked like you. And Melanie was like,
looked like similar to you, but she wasn't you. Never.
Obviously.
Which, like, okay, duh, girl, she's not you, but we all know why she said it. Like, she's not me and she can't be me and I'm the baddest. Like, that was the way that she said it. But the funny thing is, Kata does look like her. In fact, all 3 of them look alike. They might be kin. You could really see it when the editors were bouncing back between the 3 of them. We need to go ahead and pull Maury out of retirement because we might need to get a DNA test up in here. And because of the fact that Kata and Melanie look alike, I think it is to no one's surprise that Sincere wanted to pull her. She's definitely his type. So now it's Melanie's turn to cry 72 hours after being on this show.
I'm scared that I'm gonna self-sabotage. I feel like every time in my past, like when I would bring up a conversation about my feelings or something, like I just get pushed away by men.
And I just want to know, is this normal? Is it normal for people to be this wrapped up and this invested in a relationship this early on? This show runs for over a month and a half to be exact. If we were 4 weeks into this and Melanie was crying over Sincere because he wanted to pull somebody else, I would be saying, girl, you better get that man. Y'all been locked in for 4 weeks. You better let him know something. But y'all haven't even been locked in for 4 days. So I need to know, why are we crying this early? Not mad at anyone for crying. It's the amount of investment that y'all have in a man that you just met. And I know, just like when people go on Love is Blind and they say, oh, if you're on the outside, you can never understand how intense it is. I get it. I get that everything is happening so quickly. But actually, Love Island is the complete opposite of that. Everything actually doesn't happen that fast on this show. It's a very slow burn. They spend a lot of their time just hanging around the villa from what we can see, right? They spend a lot of their time just hanging around and lounging. So I don't think it's moving as quickly as she's moving. I also cannot stand when people come on these reality shows and then pretend like they don't know what show they signed up for. Just like when people go on Love is Blind and they're like super offended that they end up in a love triangle. You know that the name of the game is that everybody is dating each other. Same with this show. The name of the game is for everybody to explore and want to connect with other people and pull people for chats. You know what show you signed up for, so why are we acting like this? And then when she finally had her chat with Sincere, she gonna call that woman out of her name.
When I got told that you pulled, what's her name? Katie. When you pulled Katie, it was kind of like, I was shocked. I didn't know. You know damn well that woman's name is not no damn Katie. And I think that Kata is right.
She's putting all her eggs in one basket right now. You can't go all force into it right away because shit like this is going to happen.
Melanie is absolutely putting all her eggs in the Sincere basket, and I don't understand why. And if I remember correctly, Sincere is the one who said he likes to chase. He said he likes to chase him. I think that Melanie coming on so strong so soon is kind of pulling him out of it. It's turning him off. It's turning him off because he's like, well, damn, I ain't even have to really try. Not like I didn't even have to really try in the sense that like she's easy or she's giving it up, but like, damn, you all over me this soon? Like, it's only been 3 days. He said that he doesn't feel trapped, but I think that he does. He says that he's locked in, and I actually believe him in that. I think that he does genuinely like her, but I do think she is causing him to pull away because she's been way too much too soon. Melanie also mentioned that she has a tendency to self-sabotage, and if I'm gonna be honest, I think we're getting ready to see a whole other side of Melanie. She's about to show Sincere better than she could tell him. I mean, she says she's the type to cheat back, even though she says she's never done it. She says she would cheat back. That's a red flag. Y'all don't think that's a red flag? Where's my red flag at? Sincere didn't hear her say that, but the girlies did, and I do think that's eventually gonna make its way back to him at some point. Let's talk about Bea and Gabe. Bea's gonna be a problem. She's the one we really need to be watching. I said this before, and I'm really starting to see it now. She's trouble. Again, she absolutely was well within her rights to explore other connections this early on in the season. season. But the way that she came back to Sean and she was like, oh, baby, it's still you. Like, I'm still down for this. Girl.
Still want to explore our connection. I think we do have a great connection.
You were in the room when you were kissing all over Sean, right? Not only in the room, on y'all little one-on-one date that y'all went on, at the door game, at the recoupling. We done seen y'all kiss each other down. And you gonna look at Sean and be like, it's still you, baby girl. Don't do this. Now, come on now. She got a little, dare I say, a whole lot of player in her. And then her and Gabe started flirting in Espanol, and I was like, this is going on a whole other level. Once you start flirting in Spanish, you might as well hang it up. Sean's never gonna see her again.
¿Quieres que me enoje contigo?
No,
Sí,
tranquila,
ok,
mami.
pues pórtate bien.
Tranquila.
But I do want to call out something that I actually think is very toxic. Listening to Bea coach Zach through how to have a conversation with Kenzie was a huge red flag for me and very, very toxic.
If you're gonna talk to me like, Kenzie, like, you're entitled to your space and your feelings. Make sure to say some shit like that. Your feelings are valid. Say some shit like that. With girls, it's always, your feelings are valid.
Yeah.
That was not my intention. How are you feeling?
I think there is a major difference between someone coming up to you and saying, I just don't know how to approach this conversation. How do you think I should approach it? What should be my technique for approaching it? How do I get it started? That's one thing. But she went to Zach and she said, this is what you need to say. This is how you need to say it. And then the cherry on top was, because that's what women want to hear. Girl, are you okay? You're going to sit here and give this man a play-by-play on how to essentially placate Kenzie and pacify her? Come on now, that's very, very toxic. Saying it is toxic, but I think even having the mindset to be the type of person to be like, no, this is how you do it. This is how you gonna get her to let her guard down and like be okay. I don't want to do it. I don't want to use the word manipulative because I know it's overused, especially when it comes to these reality shows. People want to throw around the word narcissism and manipulative a lot. And as someone who's actually been severely manipulated in a relationship, I give it pause because I know what being manipulated looks like. But it's teetering on manipulation for you to go up to somebody and be like, this is what you got to say to her. She's going to love it. She's going to eat it up. Is that not crazy? It's very sneaky, and I can't even say that was Zach's fault. I mean, Bea offered up that information in the way that she packaged it and gave it to him. It was tough to watch. I don't know. And that's exactly why Kenzie was over there stealing her man, and now I might have to be rooting for it.
Why you don't move to Miami?
Well, I want to, like right away.
You should.
Miami or California.
Go to Florida first, Miami first, and then you can start thinking about Cali.
Like, it was different, and it actually made my, like, kitty purr a little. You know what I mean?
I do have to say, though, I love Bea's sense of humor.
You peep that too?
Yeah, I'm not blind. I'm just missing my leg. Like,
Shut the
Me and all my friends have dark humor. You know, they say people who have experienced trauma have dark humor, and that rings true with me and my friends. Like, if you don't have a little dark humor in you, we probably not gonna get along, because that's just how I vibe. Now, as much as I want Kenzie to rip Gabe away from Bea's grimy little hands, I do have to say I am enjoying this Kenzie and Sean ship. I'm really liking it. Like, I feel like they vibe really well and naturally, and I think they look good together too. They seem very comfortable with each other. He got in her bed the next morning and she was like, can you make me some eggs? And he was like, of course, baby girl, whatever you need, whatever you want. He ain't say it exactly like that, but like, that's in my mind, that's how I saw it.
Will you make me eggs?
Gotcha.
And so I'm kind of, am I shipping them? I think I just might be. And I'm gonna be real, Kenzie needs the distraction anyway, because she claims that she's not still mad at Zach, which again, I don't understand why she's mad in the first place, but I get it, whatever. She says she's not still mad at him, and yet she's ducking and dodging this conversation with him. She's not avoiding the conversation with him because she's too hurt to have the conversation. She's doing it to be petty. She's getting satisfaction out of being like, nope, I don't want to talk to you. Nope, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, she's getting satisfaction out of him coming after her.
Talk to Kenzie real quick, if you want to. It's up to you.
I don't really want to.
Kenzie, do you want to speak in a bit?
Not right now.
Okay.
She's definitely getting something out of that. And she's also still trying to push the narrative that he wasn't upfront with her, and I don't like that because we know that to be untrue. And don't get me wrong, she's well within her rights to not want to talk to him, but she is doing it just to be petty. And at this point, I agree with Trinity.
At this point, yeah. Then I would leave it alone. Yeah, I would leave it alone.
I would leave it.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't kiss ass. Like, after 1 or 2 times, like, I will leave it alone.
I would let it go. I'm not about to sit here and chase you down and kiss your ass because you're upset about me wanting to explore after 24 hours. Girl, get the hell over it at this point. This is unrelated, and don't beat me up on this, y'all. But when Kenzie said,
I feel like not that long ago, I like asked my mom, like, are dragons real?
I had agreed with her. Yes, I had agreed with her. For a very long time, I thought that dragons were a derivative of dinosaurs, and I thought they were real. So just throwing that out there. Let's talk about this pool game, and I don't kink shame. But what would make a person want to do Terminator roleplay? Like, what about Arnold Schwarzenegger as Terminator or as Arnold Schwarzenegger do you see and say, yeah, I wanna roleplay that? Because that's never crossed my mind.
Put our shades on and he was, you know, speaking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. What can I say? He got a little freaky.
Nothing about that is sexy to me. Like, imagine somebody just been like, I'll be back. I'd be like, please stay away. Don't ever come back. Stay gone. Now, Gabe sleeping with the 52-year-old does not surprise me nor bother me. Y'all know. But I am gonna kink shame on this. Trinity, what the hell is this?
Which Islander gave their boyfriend while their mom was driving?
You know what I'm saying? We're in the back seat.
It was space.
It was space.
The U.S. government couldn't waterboard that information out of me. And then she got the nerve to talk about Kata's a freak because of what she did with the pillow.
He put the pillow under me. He was doing his thing down there and I
don't want no bed next to you. We gotta make sure we check these pillows. She gotta be watched.
Girl, we need to be watching you. You do it anywhere, anytime, like your name is Janet Jackson. And your mama gonna see this. And you only 23, so this happened recently. Like, since you were old enough to date. This is not something that happened like 20 years ago, babe. This is new information. I would have never admitted this, let alone admitted it on TV. Crazy work. And I think that's a perfect note to end it on. Not too much happened between the other couples. Kata and Zach, they have their little thing going, but really all we see them do is kiss. I don't feel like I ever really see them have a conversation. And then Trinity and KC, we also aren't seeing them too much, but it's because they don't have any drama. I think as of right now, as it stands, they are the strongest couple. They are the ones who seem like they're actually getting to know each other and have, you know, some real shit going on. That's why we're not seeing too much of them, because they just vibing. So I love that for them. I did not watch the preview because it's not like I have to wait a week. It's tomorrow, so I'll just see what happens tomorrow. But I do have a feeling that things are getting ready to get shaken up, because I did briefly see before I cut it off that there's going to be a challenge tomorrow. So you know what that means. Everybody about to be kissing all over everybody. So that always has a tendency to shake it up. And so we could be in for something tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen. But as of right now, those are my thoughts on everybody. Let me know your thoughts on all of this episode below. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye. So I actually want to mix things up and start with the pool game, because then we need to get it. No, actually, I don't think I'm going to do that. Where is my red flag? It's not over here. Actually, don't know where it is. Okay. I'll have to look for that later. Yeah, this is going on to her. This is going on her.